Determined for themselves. Erick Stevens, no doubt, wants to hold on to it. Josh Alexander wants to get that gold. Once you have it, that's the thing you can say forever.
Indeed. Gotta wonder if at some point during this show, somebody will leap into one of the bodies of one of the wrestlers. Remember, Terry Funk was on Quantum Leap. Perhaps he will win the championship in this matchup by leaping into the body of Josh Alexander.
Absolutely.
Forever.
There's been Freaky Friday. That would be so crazy Saturday.
Stevens into the wrist lock quickly. Alexander, some fancy footwork and a hard chop. Ooh. Gets chopped right back, and face to face they come.
There is a lot of close talking intimidation
Yes.
here in the RDS Gym today.
Exchanging forearm shots. Knee to the midsection. Alexander grinding on that side headlock.
Wrenching, pulling, twisting. Arms locked up.
Brought him down with that top wrist lock. Into the hammer lock and back to the side headlock. Goes the walking weapon. One of the best in the business today.
I mean, there's no break for these two. They are both solid technicians in terms of knowing what joints to grip, how to best incapacitate their opponent.
Looked like Stevens was maybe trying to go for a head scissors right there to escape, but was blocked.
This is the point where most people would lose consciousness. Erick Stevens rocks back and forth to continue that hold, being able to breathe, to get that blood to the head.
Able to escape that headlock, and now trying to get the advantage into the side headlock. He goes.
Huge move to get out of there.
Ooh.
Alexander not happy about it.
Slapping each other across the face.
Jeez.
Takes the champion off his feet. Steps
slaps.
over Stevens. Leapfrog, gets caught on his shoulder. Quickly off of the shoulders. It's met with the elbow in the corner.
There's a fire here between these two. It doesn't seem like it's just for the championship. I mean, when you choose to slap another man's face rather than chopping the chest, that's personal.
Yes. And bringing the action in front of the people, amongst the people. Uppercut. Wow, hard chop from Erick Stevens. They go back and forth now.
They turn away when they have to display the pain that they're feeling and turn back when they want to dole out some more to the other.
Another hard chop. Oh, boy. Gives it right back. Jeez. Just as hard. And again, face to face they come. A lot of pride on the line between these two, as well as the belt.
These are two men who take the pain of a chop, internalize it, and then turn it into energy to chop the other one back. Everything is laced with emotion today. This isn't just any match, this is for it all.
Alexander trying to bring it back inside, but very quickly Stevens connecting with the dive through the ropes and to the floor.
Kudos to the fans who quickly got out of the way. That is absolutely the way to do it.
Now, normally you would think, okay, the challenger is trying to bring the action back inside where he can win the belt, but it backfired on him as the champion came that quickly, soaring through the ropes to wipe him out on the floor, and now Erick Stevens decides it's time to bring it back inside.
Absolutely. Chops continuously raining back and forth between these two behemoths.
Big elbow from the champion.
Erick Stevens feeling the energy from this crowd.
Alexander, shots to the midsection. Trying to gain the advantage here. Going after the arm. Going for that cross arm breaker, but has the leg trapped as well. Submission predicament.
That's half the body right there, but he turns the rest of it over.
Referee checking the shoulders of Erick Stevens. As now trying to muscle him up. He does!
Oh,
big power bomb!
Wow. You know, I just rode the Hollywood Tower of Terror, and that's the experience, but I didn't get the back bump at the end.
Wow, yeah, good.
Legally, they don't do that for some reason. But these two willingly put themselves in danger for the heavyweight championship belt, looming over this match.
And again, elevating Erick Stevens, trying to free himself into a backbreaker across the knee. Nicely done by Josh Alexander right there.
Yeah, I mean, hitting a spine on an angle like that, that's got to be in some ways more damaging than taking it straight flat. You know, on the canvas, you know what you're up against, but somebody else's muscly leg and you're twisted, that could be very damaging for Stevens indeed.
Shot to the midsection, clubbing down across the back.
Josh Alexander was in a much better position to lay that hammer down. Stevens still fighting for the advantage.
Knife edge chop. Stevens turns it around on him.
Wow.
Back and forth.
A seminar in trading chops at the turnbuckle for everybody.
This time just punches him right in the mouth.
I mean, sometimes if that's the way to get the job done, if that's the way to get a few seconds to yourself to regroup.
Hey, it worked. Stevens is down.
Don't got to be pretty to work.
Whew. And drives down with the knee.
Stevens checking to see if there's blood coming out of his ears. Wouldn't be the first time that that's happened in a Black Label Pro ring.
Yeah, that matchup against Tom Lawler. Belly to back suplex here. The walking weapon. Lateral press, shoulder up.
Not quite enough to end the champion's reign.
Whoever does put a stop to Erick Stevens' reign as BLP champion, it's not going to be an easy task. Back and forth they go here.
This has happened before. Stevens on the low ground, shots to the midsection as Alexander stands tall but still takes some offensive shots as well. Stevens can do it from any angle.
Yeah, headbutt right to the midsection. Repeated chops in the corner now. Stevens looking to send him into the ropes, but Alexander holds on, hoists him up, fireman's carry, plants him, Finley roll.
Stevens lost control for a moment. Josh Alexander took control, and now it's back to anybody's game.
Grabbing that chin lock, looking to take away the energy, and perhaps the nose. Erick Stevens right there as he's grabbing away at the face for going back to that chin lock to drain the champion of energy here, trying to fight his way back to his feet. He does. Trying to break free of the chin lock. Shots to the midsection now. Another chop across the chest.
Using his arms as a Swiss Army knife of tools, from the clubs to the strikes to the slashes. Wow!
Big cross body.
Perfect amount of momentum there.
Only two chin breaker.
Wow.
Step up Enziguri. Charging into the corner. Using all of his body as a weapon. Butterflying the arm.
Here we go.
Tiger driver. Oh, so close, but only two.
Unbelievable. I shouldn't be surprised as it's Josh Alexander. But holy moly, what an impressive display. For so many others, that would have been it. Even more, it would have been it 2 minutes into this match.
Both competitors are certainly on their game here today. Both very worthy of being called the BLP champion.
You are looking at the top tier of wrestlers right here for the top tier of championships.
Went for that gut buster, but avoided. Going after the ankle here, twisting away. Nowhere near the ropes for Erick Stevens.
Twisting, folding, pulling. What options does Stevens have at this point?
Trying to kick his way free. He does free himself, grabbing hold of the legs of Alexander now.
This could be big for Stevens.
Tried to turn him over, but kicked off. Charges in, it's booted, avoids that kick.
Just a
Standing
rainbow
switch.
arc overhead.
Release German suplex. Stevens back up.
Unbelievable that he is still on his feet after everything he suffered.
Up in the rack.
Oh!
This could be a new champion. Two. No.
Wow, just enough of a raised shoulder. Just enough to end that impressive attempt. Alexander has to be feeling the disappointment here. The belt was practically in his grasp.
Barely getting that shoulder up was Erick Stevens. What does Josh Alexander have to do to put him away to earn the title here today?
Back on his feet first, Alexander hanging in there. Stevens as well, though. Despite being sore and tired, he is very aware. You can see in both of their eyes that hunger is still there. They're absolutely aware of every strike, every chop, every moment of this match.
Arms butterfly, driven into the corner to free himself. Hoists up Josh Alexander. Gutbuster!
Oh! Caught by some shins and feet there. That can't feel good.
Came charging, but gets caught. Advantage goes back and forth. Stevens leg hooked. Only two.
Come on. Stevens is holding onto that leg for dear life, for dear championship belt. This frustration that they've each felt in the last 5 minutes here is palpable in the room, as it is still anybody's shot at the title.
The champion, the first to his feet. Contemplating his next move.
Vulnerable position for Alexander.
Combination of forearm shots. Big elbow to the side of the head.
And Stevens knows he got a good one.
Taken off his feet.
It did succeed in enraging Alexander. I mean, this is the full anger of this entire match, wrenched on that ankle and also to the back.
Yeah, that back chop twisting away on the ankle of Stevens. Reaches the ropes.
Instead of a tap, he's got that break.
Pulls him back to the center.
How frustrating to have had that rope and to lose it.
Freed himself, and with that momentum sent Alexander out to the apron.
But everywhere he goes, Alexander is ready with an answer.
Hoists him up. And back first on the edge of the ring.
Sam's once again getting out of the way. If you feel the boom, clear the room.
That's right. And back inside the ring now. Josh Alexander looking to become BLP champion.
Ooh.
Shot right to the back of the head. Cover, two.
Oh.
Again, very close, but only two.
That strike looked like it went right to a very important nerve, some of the most dangerous spots on the back of the neck. Stevens moving around trying to gain consciousness or motivation or whatever he needs in this moment to pull himself up. He is still the champion. He is still representing Black Label Pro as he tries to make it to the next moment of danger.
Alexander grabbing hold of the head of Erick Stevens. Forearm connects.
Back at ya.
Choo-choo. Another big forearm.
Stevens gaining some form of pleasure out of the pain, or at least the motivation to continue.
Flurry of forearms now from Erick Stevens. Continuing to fire away on the challenger, but a knee to the midsection puts a stop to it for a second. Chop across the chest, down comes the shoulder strap.
Oh, I don't know if that's what he was going for when he made that move, but he's got it now. Wow.
Throws another hard chop.
You know it's a hard chop because you've got that miss to the chest.
Damn.
The sound of the depths as well.
Back and forth.
Nothing you can do sometimes but watch the carnage. Watch the rib cages vibrating with the force of anger, the force of that desire to be champion, to get that payday,
Elbow.
to take that belt home.
Waist lock. Stevens trying to block the suplex attempt. Elbows. Frees himself.
Ooh.
Combination from the champion.
Oh!
Gets met.
There goes the mouth guard. The straps are down, the mouth guards are out. These two are struggling.
Kicking away the side of the face of Erick Stevens.
Very firmly in control of his footing. Erick Stevens a little bit less so, but making the most of his momentum.
Right
Takes
to the
another advantage.
back of the head.
felt throughout the room.
And that is it. Erick Stevens again retains the Black Label Pro Championship. Unbelievable.
Heavyweight champion. Please put him over this shit. Erick Stevens.
You know, the same thing is going through my mind right now as did at the conclusion of Stevens' match at our last event with Tom Lawler. What a war.